Many people had thought that the American Indians were or Indians were cheated, and well, they really weren't. Like I say, actually, I used to sell the Indians arrows and stuff like that. Long, thousands of years ago, I was selling the Indians arrows and other things like that. Also, fine wood for arrow tips and stuff like that. I used to give them glass tipped arrows and other kinds of sharp arrow materials and stuff like that. And I also gave them metal for their arrowheads and stuff like that. And the Indians originally used to walk everywhere they went. And actually used to move around like they basically walk everywhere they went, pretty much, and would only have what they could carry, basically. But with the gift of 500 or 1,000 or 800 horses, I was able to purchase land as well as be able to do all kinds of other things. And also, I also had other deals that I would offer. Like basically, if you bought one wagon, you would get one wagon and a horse. You would get a free or same value horse for free with every wagon purchase that was a slightly older horse. Anyway, because I had a lot of old horses that were getting on in age, and I wanted them to go to good homes. So I gave deals, on my wagons where if you purchased one new young horse, you would get an older horse that was basically, older. Anyway, and other silly things like that. But basically, I gave or sold or traded about 500 horses or 800 horses to the American Indians, basically because well, I wanted them to move anyway from this one spot to this other spot, and because I wanted to build a town there or something like that. Anyway, though, it doesn't really matter. But I gave them quite a few horses, maybe even 2,500 horses or something like that, which they took to breed more and make more horses out of. So anyway, like I say, the American Indians and the American Indians would always find settlers wandering or getting lost or nearly dying, and for hundreds of years, basically, American Indians would go out and search for the crazy white settlers that were lost in the wilderness, which they tend to always get lost. Like I said, settlers going to a town or something would always take the wrong trail or wrong path and find themselves out in the middle of nowhere, basically in need of food or water, and the American Indians would be following along to go find them and retrieve them and take them back to civilization, as they were lost. They were poor white lost people. So, but there was also a little bit of a language barrier. Anyway, though, but there's many misconceptions with American Indians and also stuff like that. It's just that because the American Indians didn't work for the government, they worked for me, Lucifer Star. So, and the American and the tribal council and all that other stuff, as I had relationships with American Indians as well as other groups as well. So in the past, anyway. And so, but most people didn't know this. So basically, the American Indians were basically working for me and stuff like that. So yeah, and that's why there was a good bit of conflict between the American Indians and basically what would be the government during Nixon's time and other years, because the American Indians worked for me directly and uh, uh, not the U.S. government. So there's quite a bit of a difference of opinion, you could say. So, and that was the problem. But the American Indians were a very good and very capable group of people, and I cared a great deal about them and had traded them horses, had also given them arrowheads, I'd also given them ropes, I believe, and other things, other useful things, and even some pots and pans once, and also other things, and even tried to get them into houses and stuff like that, and into real city dwellings and stuff like that, and also as well as to also get them what's called uh, also give them horses and stuff like that, which they treated very well. Anyway, though, and also, like I said, at a certain point in time, I also recognized them as a real nation within a nation, and also gave them basically rights of their land to basically be outside of what would be the American or the United States government system or the federal system. Federal government did have some ability to go into Indian land, but not really. Anyway, though, but whatever. It's all complicated, as Nixon JFK was a psychopath and crazy, and also so was Abraham Lincoln. So anyway, and they very much wanted me dead. So anyway, and technically even Trumpy would love to kill me probably because he's living inside of my White House. So anyway, and many Congress people would also love to probably have me dead and gone because they're basically using my money and basically pretending like they own the United States when realistically it's me, Lucifer Starr, that owns the American government or the American country. So, except for certain places. There were certain places, like there was a French place and a Dutch place and also a Chinese place where I had light rule, or basically they were self-ruled pretty much. And but for the majority part, America is my country. So anyway, and many cities are mine. So anyway, whatever. I don't really care anymore because like I say, Abraham Lincoln basically moved in and basically said he adopted me and therefore he owned everything that I owned, which he did not. So, and he was giving the Gettysburg Address or some address when I was dying of some ridiculous fever, in bed somewhere inside of a white painted house, and not the real White House. Anyway, whatever. It only made me stronger. I don't really know, because I died, and that was in the past. And then I went, I believe, with one of my exoskeleton races or something like that, or maybe my 1.5 saved me. I'm not exactly sure exactly which group saved me, but yeah, I lived past that. So anyway, it was touch and go for a bit, and I really thought it was over for me. But oh well, it's really weird. So I don't really know. I mean, I became a leaf on the wind, or basically pretty much this weird like symbol or something like that, or basically, it got weird, got really weird. So, and I can't exactly explain all of it, but anyway, but yeah, but I love the Indians quite a bit, and I hope that they still love me and care about me. So anyway, and I was the one who also granted them or gave them all those guns back in the past. So anyway, so they could fight for their freedom and equality among their own and defend their own land. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, and I was very upset to see them, whatever, in a sad, sorry state, and I was actually asking and trying to get money to them so they could rebuild their civilization and have a great civilization once more, as they would have had in the past. And also getting them into schools and educating them and stuff like that so they could further their community and also their civilization. So anyway, as there are children among my thing, and I think they might have even hung around on Earth maybe for me. I'm not exactly sure. You'll have to ask the Indians. So there are many groups that knew of me, and I cared about every single one of them very, very, very much.